What's going on, everybody? Happy New Year. Jonathan here, and I just wanted to help you start your new year off right. So if you've been a part of a big box gym, or maybe you went on a cruise ship, you might have seen these in-body machines. They're very expensive. They're kind of like industry standard for gyms now, and I have one in my gym. There's my Coach Nicole, demonstrating how to use it. The problem is these are really pricey at like $14,000. It cost me all in. So I didn't always have this. I had to get by using my own ingenuity and had to make ends meet. So I want to give you what I used. I essentially had a spreadsheet. Now, I used to sell this, and it used to be on a website. I made it really lightweight so that you can access it from Google Sheets, and I want to give it to you for free. Okay, so this is going to allow you to track your clients' progress as it relates to their weight, their body fat, their girth measurements, their calories, and their resting heart rate, and then you can have your own strength test. Also let you put notes in there. Okay, so here's my suggestion before I show you how to use it. You pair this with a Tanita body fat scale. Okay, there are scales like this, like Renfo. I tried this at my gym, the $20 scale, which attaches to your phone. The problem is it's just a pain in the butt to like reset for a new person. Whereas with this, it's not that hard to reset the data for the user because the buttons are on the machine. So I have one. It's actually just like this, except it's silver in the middle. I've had it for over 10 years. Incredibly durable. So yeah, it is a little bit expensive, but it'll get the job done. All right, and it'll allow you to get accurate, consistent measurements. Okay, so how are you going to access this sheet? Is very simple. There's gonna be a link underneath the YouTube video. It's gonna fill out your first name, fill out your email, go to fitness tracker, and then it's probably going to take a good minute to get to your email. So don't freak out if it takes a minute. All right, there we go. It took about a minute and a half. Through the power of editing, you didn't have to sit through that, but it's going to come from me, Google Doc Fitness Tracker. Just click here, and then you're going to hit download. Okay, it's going to download from Dropbox, and then it's going to go to your downloads here. So I went to my Finder, went to my downloads. It says Master Copy Blue. So what you would do is you're going to establish your Google Sheets, all right, and then you're going to go to blank spreadsheet, and then you're going to go to File, then Import, Upload, Browse to your downloads, and then you're going to go to Most Recent, Master Copy Blue. Okay, so I was actually nervous to give this to you guys, mainly because I'm afraid that you're going to mess it up and then text me and try to email me forever. Please don't do that. I'm just trying to help you out. You will not be able to mess this up as long as you never click on anything blue. You see all the stuff I made it blue because it's going to auto calculate, all right? If it's white, it's all right. If it's blue, it's not for you. Okay, so let's say this is going to be your sheet, right? You just downloaded it. You should save it as master copy. Don't forget to save it as your master copy, okay? And now every time you want to make a new one for a client, you're going to go to File. Then you're going to make a copy, and we're going to call this John Jones. All right, so every time that you have a new client, you're going to go to your master copy, make a copy inside of that, and name it, okay? So as you can see, you have 6 entries per sheet, and then 10 sheets per workbook. That's 60 entries for the same person before you need to do it again. All right, so I think you're going to be just fine. I'm going to fill out some information, so we're going to call this person JJ at AOL.com. All right, it's blue, so I'm going to skip over it. All right, they're 55. The goal weight is, I don't know, let's just say 185. And let's make them 25 or 35. There we go. Goal weight is 185. Goal body fat is 15% body fat. The height really doesn't make a difference. Let's put 5'11", and they are male. Okay. Today's date, it's 1/3/25. Aging myself. You should never do that on the internet. Let's say they're starting off at 200 pounds. See how that auto populates? That's why you never touch the blue. You can touch the green though. Okay. So let's say the body fat is 20%. Boom. So now it shows how much of this is fat weight. All right, how much of this is non-fat weight? So he's counting 40 pounds of fat, 160 pounds of non-fat weight. All right, also shows up here. In order to get to your goal, you're going to have to lose 12 and a quarter pounds of fat, and then you're going to have to lose almost 3 pounds of non-fat weight. Now, the one thing is this won't carry over to the next sheet. All right, so you're going to have to refill the top information, but it's not the worst. So we're going to put in some numbers: 13-inch arms, 40-inch chest, 36-inch waist, 40-inch hips, 22-inch thigh. Simple, okay? As you saw, also, for a male who's 35 years old at 20% body fat, it's going to have him at the yellow, all right? As soon as he gets to 19, we'll change to green. So in an ideal situation, you want everything green. Okay, going over to the opposite side. Let's say you don't like the calories, all right? The way that the equations are set up, it sets it at 1944. The activity level, if you just want to increase it by activity level, just hit 2, and it'll increase it, I believe, by 10%. 3 will increase by another 10%. Or if you just wanted to, leave this at 1 and then adjust the calories manually, let's say you wanted to add 10%. So this 1.0 is like 100%. If you want to add 10%, it's 1.1. All right, so now I just changed the calories to 2138. Okay, let's say I wanted it a little bit more. I'll put 1.2, 2333. Okay, now even though you can edit this, if you do, you're going to mess up the equations. Okay, now let's say you want to put them on a certain macro balance. All right, if they're on the zone, 40 grams of carbs, 30 grams of protein, 30 grams of fat, 30% fat, then that's going to be zone, and that will give you the grams of carbs, proteins, and fats. Okay, now let's say you want to put them on keto, 70%, and then 25% protein. See how it doesn't equal 100? All right, make sure it equals 100, and then 5. Cool. All right, so now you have 29 grams of carbs, 146 grams of protein, 181 grams of fat if they're doing keto. Okay, so as long as you just stick with the white, you're going to be all right. In terms of the resting heart rate, the green you can also edit. So let's say the resting heart rate is 90, pretty horrible. All right, it'll turn red. Once it turns to 77 or 76, it'll turn white. And then let's say 65, it'll be green, okay? And then the strength, this you can edit, all right? I'll even, so you can change these up here. I just gave you ideas. So let's say you want to do 60-second test. In 60 seconds, say do 21 push-ups, okay? Let's say you don't want to do squats, don't do squats. Let's say you don't want to do a bodyweight pull, don't do a bodyweight pull. Let's say you wanted to change it to something else. If it's white, it's all right. Change it to something else. Maybe you want to do a max bench. All right, even though I don't believe in 1 rep max, let's say it's 225 right now. All right, and they're just going to increase that. So that's all you need. That's all you can do. And then in the notes, JJ is great. Bam. All right, and if you want to date that, you can, and then you can skip a line for the next. You can do whatever you want. I just wanted you to have something that was going to allow you to service your clients, charge for your clients, and be successful in the new year. So that's all. You can just click on the link below. You'll get direct access. And if you have questions, just comment on this video. All right, and then I'll kind of walk you through it. But I think I've done everything, and I hope you have a great, prosperous, and wonderful new year.